Alan, Wasalan, Shakron, for viewing, for taking your time, for taking your patience to view another reading from the nasty pastor of on Isis and Osiris. We both wrapping this up, and I thank you. I really do. I thank you. I shukran you. You got what I'm saying? I really, 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 really thank you. You know, the views not a lot. You got what I'm saying, but I live by the understanding. If you could save one life, then you done your job on this earth. So continue. You know what I mean? Continue to pass it. Continue to pass it along. Continue to help me bring awareness into our community, into the world. You got what I'm saying? And please, if you haven't, please go over to my YouTube channel, OFM Kemet Edition. Subscribe, like, share, comment. Definitely turn them notifications on and you know, get this food, get this nourishment, get it all. You got what I'm saying? As a black community, we need to stop dividing ourselves. As a black community, it's time to uplift ourselves. And when you look at the world of today, if you really have lived, if you really have opened your mind, you can see that we are really the only community that don't help each other. You feel me? We do not help each other. We do nothing for each other but try to tear each other down. We live that monkey in a barrel, what is it called? Parable or analogy, I guess that would be the right word. You got what I'm saying? We live that. We live it. And it's sad because when you think about where we come from, it wasn't that way. We looked out for each other. We helped each other. You feel me? But we got into America somehow. Things was switched up. And I get survival of the fittest. I get that. And I get you got to do what you got to do for your family. I understand it. You feel me? But when do you do what you got to do for the black community? Because I say you're my family. I look at you as my family. I really do. I really understand that. But when do we help each other? When do we stop tearing each other down? When do we stop hurting each other? Look, get the devil up out you. Get Satan up out you. Get Malach up out you. Get Baal up out you. You understand what I'm saying? Get Amun Ray, Amun Ra up out you. You get it? You understand? That the devil calling name. Get it up out you. You see what I did? Just went on, hit the red button. Boom. You got what I'm saying? Anywho, let's get on into this reading. For which cause it is especially fitting in this case that we borrow from philosophy reason for our guide, and so consider each particular of the things told and done, in order that we may not, as Theodorus expresses it, when he offers words with his right hand, some of his hearers take them with their left. In the same way, we should go wrong by taking in a different sense that the laws have ordained well concerning sacrifices and festivals, for that we ought to construe all things according to their sense. We may learn from these people themselves of whom we are treating. For on the 19th day of the first month they hold a festival to Hermes, and eat honey and figs, repeating a sweet thing is the truth. And again, the charm which Isis hangs about her neck is interpreted as a true voice. Translation of the Coptic inscription upon the amulet, perhaps the famous abracadabra and Harpocrates, we must not regard as an incomplete and infant god or some sort of pulse, but as presiding over and correcting men's notions of the deities. Now, deities supposed to be these, like gods. You got what I'm saying? So it's correcting how we see this. You feel what Isis was doing? Correcting how we see this, how we view this, how we comprehend this. Now, where was he at? I know I should have put my thumb on it. I do this all the time. When there's yet new, incomplete, and inarticulate, for which reason he has his finger laid upon his mouth in token of reticence and silence. And in the month Missouri, they serve up pulse repeating, the tongue in fortune, the tongue is a deity, and of all the plants growing in Egypt, they say the Persia is the most sacred to the gods, because its fruits resembles a heart and its leaf a tongue. For all that man possesses by nature, nothing is more divine than speech, especially that which concerns the gods. Come on, you hear me? Nothing is more divine than the words that come out of your mouth. So think about what you say. You feel me? Think about how you present it. Nor has anything greater weight towards his happiness, wherefore I enjoin. Some words are lost here, and since requires, I enjoin on you in these matters as the priests do him. And see, upon him that goes down here, therefore were many of these small treaties were written as appears for incidental remarks, to consult the oracle, to think religiously, to speak auspiciously, but most people act ridiculously. When in the processions and festivals they bid us speak auspiciously, whilst they both speak and think most blasphemously about the gods themselves. I like that, cause see, I done found me some. Let me put a star on this, and I'm glad this is a physical book, because see, I wanna, you know how y'all got the abilities. I'm gonna go on with the leads. You get what I'm saying? Auspiciously, religiously, ridiculously, blasphemously. I'm going with them. You understand me? In what manner, therefore, must we conduct those monotony? Okay, that's another one. Monotony. Laughterless and mournful sacrifice, if it is neither right to omit what is established by custom, nor yet to adulterate our notions about the gods, and disorder them with absurd fancies. For amongst the Greeks also many things are done, and at the same time of year two, resembling the Egyptian ceremonies. For at Athens the women fast at the Thesmophoria, seated on the ground, and the Boeotians moved the house of Achaea, naming the festival Apache at Apopthi, as though Ceres were in mourning on account of the descent of her daughter into the shades. Moreover, this month coincides with the rising of the Pleiades, which the Egyptians call Hathor, the Athenians Pianipison, and the Boeotians, Demetrios, the Western nations, the Celts, the regular expression for them in the early Greek writers. Also, as Theopompus relates, consider and call the winter Saturn, the summer Venus, and the spring Proserpine, and believe that all things come out of Saturn. This seems connected with the belief of the Gauls, that they sprung from this Potter, as Caesar mentions. You know, they had to fight the Gauls. You know what I mean? Let me mark this right quick so I don't lose where we at. You know, I was looking at the history of Caesar, and they had to fight the Gauls. And you know what the Gauls did? That to me was stupid. I'm gonna say this, to be honest. It was a good idea, but you have to know who you're going up against. Will they how to put it? Will they understand they're being fooled? See, the Gauls came up with a plan and said, okay, our rations are low. I know their rations are low. So what we're going to do, we're going to send our citizens to them. They're going to have to open up the gate and feed them. And if you understand why they're saying they're going to have to open up their gates and feed them, because after that battle is over, that war is over, Caesar become the throne of that country. You see what I'm saying? Of that nation. You understand what I'm saying? So if you show these people from the jump you don't care about them, do you think they're going to respect you? Do you? It was Pompus that said to his legion, you know, you have to look like an Egyptian for the Egyptians to respect you. You feel me? You have to look the part. If you don't look the part, they're not gonna respect you. And honestly speaking, in those days, we was Kemites. We was not Egyptians. You feel me? So what Caesar did, you know what I mean? Caesar thought about it. Caesar said, man, I don't have enough food now to feed my army. Rations they had to cut down on their portions. So what Caesar did said, no, you can go and send them back. You feel what I'm saying? You can go on, let them go on back. Come get your people. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it was not an all-out battle. The lives that was, you know, it wasn't many lives lost. There was a negotiation put in place. You feel what I'm saying? So I liked that part of it, because I don't believe I would have gave in. You feel what I'm saying? I'm here to take your land. I'm here to negotiate with you and get this right. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not going to sit here and let you fool me with giving up your people to me. You feel me? I'm not going to go for that one. I'm just not. You got it? So I felt Caesar made the right choice. Let's go and get back into this reading. And Venus, but the Phrygians, Phrygians, believing that God sleeps by winter, but wakes up in spring, and at the one time hold with reverently the feast of his going to bed. I'm going to pause that for a minute. Now, I'm not the God, but I see myself as a God because I was made in the image of a God. And if you ever go view some of my music, you know what I mean, especially that first CD, What You Afraid Of, I said, some will bring back life. You feel me? Some will bring back life. I'm thawed, I'm ice. You feel what I'm saying? But in the summertime, I'm reincarnated. You feel me? I'm thawed out. At the honor, those of his getting up with the Patagonians say he is bound, down and imprisoned by winter, but loosened and set in motion by spring. Well, we're going to end that reading. This is the end of this part of this chapter reading. And I just say this to you, you know what I mean? And I'm going to keep reiterating myself, and I'm going to keep saying it to you, you know who you're talking to. Know how to talk to who you're talking to. Know what to stand in and know what to get out of. You feel me? We're not kids anymore. Most of us, when we hit the age of 15, we're ready to get into the world anyway. You feel me? And if we really look at the youth of the day, most of these kids at 10 years old, they in the street doing whatever. You got what I'm saying? Being a part of whatever. You feel me? Who want to be lonely? You know what I mean? When you're someone that has no understanding, you don't want to be lonely. You feel me? So you put yourself around anything. And it's time for you to put yourself around the most positive things that you could gravitate to. It's time for you to wake up, look at people, and see that, okay, are we compatible to hang together? Okay, what is our relationship, our intimate relationship going to be a month from now, a year from now? What goals are we setting in this intimate relationship to keep from arguing, to make sure that we build a better life for ourselves, to make sure that we have communication, and most definitely, most definitely make sure that we are able mentally and financially to bring a child into this world. Look, you've been with the nasty pastor. This has been another reading of on Isis and Osiris, and do me a favor, you know what I mean? Go to my YouTube channel, go to my Facebook page, like, share, subscribe, comment. Definitely turn your notifications on. And look, I ain't said it in a while, but if the nasty pastor don't love you, ain't nobody gonna love you. Nobody gonna love you. I'm your last source of love. I'm out.